grab.
What is going on, guys? Greedy Critty here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video what I want to talk about is Destiny 2 and a meta. Now, most games do have a meta where an influx of weapons come in and people, like the hardcore players for that game, do find the weapons that are overused and do find the weapons that will become the meta. Now, drop a comment below on what you think on this video and if you agree or disagree with anything I'm about to say, but please do drop a comment. I find them really interesting. I do go through all of them and I like the feedback. So why don't we go in with Destiny 1. Now, we've gone through a lot of changes that Bungie have made from Destiny 1's year 1 to year 3, such as year 1 we've had a lot of heavy meta, we've had a lot of, a various amount of weapons actually for the meta in year 1, which I did actually like. Now, a lot of people said that year 1, oh, there was too many weapons being overused, Galahorn was OP in PvE, all this and all that. But then again, I do feel like I enjoyed Destiny 1's year 1 over year 2 in Destiny 1, and that's only because everything was good in year 1. Most of the weapons you found were pretty good. Now, I like that. Now, going into year 2, there was a lot more weapons that were just pretty bad in my opinion. The word meta really stood out in year 2 and year 3 for Destiny. Now, the reason that is because most of the weapons were pretty poor. You had, in year 2 especially, the only weapon I was really killed by was Hawksaw. Now, I'm not saying that's an overpowered weapon, because it wasn't, but I'm saying the word meta was strong in those last 2 years for the game. Now, the reason that is because the guns that, were being used in Destiny 1 were very plain, and other weapons weren't really buffed to kind of counter meta. And that's where I think Destiny 2 is really going to stand out, and I'll explain why in just a second. But going into year 3, obviously, Wormwood and fusion rifles and fusion grenades were really good. Saladin's Vigil was really strong. You had, the fusion grenades themselves were just way too overpowered. It's an ability, it can one-shot you. That shouldn't be what Destiny stands for. I don't like that whatsoever. And then obviously, the other weapons were just bad, in my opinion. They just straight up were just not good. There was not a really good selection of weapons that really supported, what Bungie stood for. The Clever Dragon was, again, meta, and it didn't really have a lot of counters in year 3 until they nerfed and buffed. But that's what I'm saying, guys. Destiny 2 is a fresh start for everyone, and word meta won't exist as strongly in Destiny 2. Now, yes, there will still be a meta. There's a meta in every game, like I say, but I do feel like Destiny 2 is a fresh start, and it will have a lot of variety within the game. I'll explain why here in just a second, but why don't we go through the beta weapons that were used. Now, for the Destiny 2 beta, there was a lot of weapons that were used, such as the Nurgle and the Nightshade. Those two are really good, the Beta Devils also, but the reason I wanted to talk about the beta was because there was a kind of meta in there, being those two pulse rifles and the Beta Devils. I feel like those 3 weapons were really overpowered. Well, not overpowered, I just feel like they were used a lot more than other weapons, and I'm not going to judge because it's just a beta and there could be still a lot of changes made to the full game for Destiny 2, but I do feel like those weapons out of all of them were used a lot. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because the kill time for those weapons again was still quite long, and the reason that is because Destiny 2 is mainly revolved around team shotting. Now, the reason that this is a thing now is because Destiny 2 stands for team play. Team shotting is crucial in Destiny 2. That's why the kill time on weapons can't be too high. So I do think that they've done well there, but then again, I don't want a meta for Destiny 2 that was as prominent as Destiny 1, and that's why I wanted to make this video to discuss with you guys. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think. But then moving on to abilities, I do again feel like there could be a meta here as well. Now, yes, guys, Bungie have massively tuned down abilities. I do feel like they are a lot more weaker now. Scatter grenades, didn't see any of them used. Axiom bolts are cool because obviously now you can charge them up. I do feel like they're making a step in the right direction for stuff like that. But I'm still standing on the idea that there will be a meta, guys. And the reason I say that is because Bungie have not announced how, abilities are going to be changed. Yes, guys, the gunplay is going to be changed now. Individual perks can be changed. Individual guns can be changed when archetype is not being nerfed. But I do feel like abilities, there will still be a meta there. And like I said earlier, there is a meta in most games, so don't, quote me on that, but I do feel like Destiny 2's meta will still be a thing. whether it's not as prominent as Destiny 1, I do feel like there'll still be a bit, a meta there. That's what I wanted to say in this video, guys. Drop a comment below, subscribe, drop a like on this video. Let me know what you think in the, in the comments. I'm really enjoying YouTube at the moment. I'm sorry if the content's not up to scratch or if you don't like it. But I mean, I'm liking YouTube. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking your support, guys. And I'll put some music on in the background of this video. Like and sub, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
We're on the right track. Alakul's energy marker is getting stronger.
Find the Darkblade. Finish this.
Eris, why did the Darkblade rise against Oryx?
The wizard Varrock was his mate. He slew a legion of thralls in her name, marched on the king's throne at the head of an army built on hate and pain.
No, man. Nothing left now but the drop.
The Darkblade. I sense him. Pit between the stars. The creatures of the Hive are treacherous, vicious, but they can...
What?